Вот такие серьги покупала сегодня за 3500. Вот. Давно у меня не было таких. Вообще не было даже. Ну, там были разные, очень разные. Вот, немножко большой, чем это, там немножко как будто серебро, понимаешь? Немножко большой, вот такими висячками. И потом вот такой, это был самый маленький, я именно этого и хотела, потому что оно удобное, его не надо снимать, понимаешь? Он не такой большой, что прямо видно, или там, что мешает, когда спишь. Вот, он маленький, все. Вот тут тоже там. Мне понравился. Вот, и не стоит там убирать лишний раз, да. И суада они зовут, у него там, если на воду немножко оставлять, у него не будет таких вещички там появляться, черные какие-то вот эти. Вот, мята, ничего не будет. Хотя долго тоже нельзя, мне сказал продавщица. Вот, продавщица была русская молодая девушка. Вот, другая девушка пришла, и мне ее вайб, если честно, не понравился, потому что у нее, вайб он такой вот дал, понимаешь? И как она разговаривала, мне вообще не нравится. Вот, она там о чем-то сказала, что там вот это написано, вот это открыто, там что-то сказала. И потом еще у нее был iPhone, вот. Еще что-то она покупала себе, какой-то bubble tea, что ли, или чай, не знаю. Вот. И на меня она как-то странно посмотрела. Вот ее тон, как она общалась с этой русской, мне вообще не понравился. Потом русский тоже замолчал, вообще не понравится мне. Вот. А потом я увидела вот эти вещи для ноги. Эти цепочки для ноги и цепочки для вот сюда. Neck, for the neck. Necklace for neck, necklace for your like legs. And then the earrings, so I've seen many today, and I didn't even know like which one to choose, because there were many things, and I got confused again, because every time when I see new things I get confused. I don't even know why. So there were earrings, they were necklace, they were other stuff, there were things for like leg, and I was looking for the things for leg for a long time, and like thinking, and it cost like 5,000 tenge, which is expensive for me specifically. I don't know if maybe for another person it would be okay, but for me it was expensive. I actually could have bought it, but I didn't. Why? Because I was like, I don't want to spend a little too much money, like extra money, so I better buy something cheaper, which is the earrings. So yeah, I also thought about necklace, because there was like different types, like I looked for a long time to the necklace. I looked at the things for leg, and at the necklace too, and also at the earrings too. So in the end, yeah, I bought this earring, and I really, really like it, but I also like the things for leg and the things for neck, because different things for leg, different necklace for neck, different earrings for ear, different, like a lot of different things there. That's why I got confused. So in the end, I chose earrings instead of things for leg, and then necklace for neck. That's all. Also, I saw some guys who were just looking at some clothes, and they had like short hair, like kind of long short. So yeah, and then I saw the same guy with the hair on a different bus stop or something like that, and there he was just staying and thinking about something, like feeling different, I don't know, maybe uncomfortable or something deep. So yeah, and he got into bus, I guess. I don't know if he got or not. I was just sitting, and I kept sitting, and then I just got out of the bus when the time came. And when I was getting out of the bus, the other people who were just getting into the bus, or the bus driver said something to me, or even if they didn't say, their reaction was like kind of weird. I didn't even like, you know, like I don't even know what they said or what they did, but it was weird. Their reaction, like weird reaction. That's all. They didn't even say anything, I guess, but their reaction or saying something shortly or just reacting was like kind of different and weird. I don't know. That was really weird, so I don't like it. And after coronavirus, people really changed. You know, people now show their reactions right away, and I feel their vibe right away, you know. Like they changed, I guess. Guys and the girls, yeah. Also a lot of couples. So yeah. I changed after coronavirus too, you know. But yeah. To some people, coronavirus was the best time to change. For some people, it was just a wasting like time and just not knowing what to do. You know, like I guess some people are still going through transformation and don't know like which path to choose, or they don't know if the path that they are on is right or not. So yeah, I think that their path is right. They are on the right path. That's what I think. They just don't realize that now. But later when they realize, it will be okay. So today I saw different people and yeah, and that's okay. But I didn't like the bus driver and people in the bus, you know, especially the bus driver. And I also didn't really feel comfortable when one guy told the second guy to give me a place to sit, because I didn't even ask for a seat actually, but they still gave me, and then I didn't reject, so I sat, but I still felt uncomfortable. I don't even know why they did that, but okay. And they were talking about like Astana, Oral, or maybe they came from Almaty and they want to go to Astana, maybe, I don't know. Like people just traveling, coming from different countries, countries and cities to their own city. And I just recently, like 2 weeks ago, I came from Almaty too, and I even found some jobs there. I even went to interview, like to 2-3 interviews, and I've applied for those jobs before going to Almaty, and then there I already like started interviews. And then everything was clear after interviews, like who reject me, who don't. So I went to those jobs. Some jobs told me we cannot accept you online. Some jobs told me in real life. And after that, I just returned back to my own city because I didn't want to stay in Almaty because I didn't really like it. And it was my second time being there. So yeah. Like I feel something pressuring. Yeah, and I also saw different people in airport of this city. And I really like the airport of this city more than the airport of different like cities in this country, in Kazakhstan. I also saw some foreigners. I talked to them online. So yeah, even after I came from Almaty, I saw TikTok streams of foreigners. Yeah. About saying something about Kazakhstan, and they are in Almaty city. Yeah, and I didn't like them because they are foreigners, like teenage foreigners, and I don't like teenagers from like foreign countries. Why? Because most of them talk loudly, first of all. Second of all, they are disrespectful. Third of all, they only like models or nudes or something like that. So I don't like those type of stuff. And they say, I like models. Nah, just the models, something like that. And I'm like, what the fuck you're gonna do with those models? You're not even gonna fuck, you know? They don't even know you. You are just following them because you just have something inside you, in your soul. Like you just have those maybe passions, or maybe your imagination about those models, or maybe something in you, like you are in need of something, you know, in those models. That's why you watch something, makes you watch those models instead of just dating a normal girls. you know, and respecting them, you know. Like, you can even watch those models but still respect girls online or in real life, but you don't really, like, you don't even respect girls in real life also online. You only think about models and you put them above every other girl or any person that you see in real life and the online. Then why you are even streaming? Like, what's the reason? What's the point? You know, like, you see those models online, you like them, but you only think about them. You know, you don't want to date girls in real life. There are many girls who want to date. There are many girls who are just looking at you or thinking about you, you know, and they are in need of you, but you don't really care about them. You don't even care, like, you don't care at all. You don't like them. You don't notice them. You just like models. You just be sitting there. You're just watching models, liking models. That's all. You know, you don't like those girls. You know what I mean? You just like models, you know. You don't even respect, like, you could have respected the girls in real life and just like models because something in you wants to like those models. Okay, that's understandable, okay? Also, you are a teenager. I understand you. Though not many people will understand you just like me, you know, because there are girls who just say, you like models, fuck you. And that's the truth. Just accept that. But okay, I don't care. That's why I told him some things like, you are ugly, and he was like something like that, you know. And then I just blocked him. That's all. I don't really care because, you know, the most of the guys who sit online on TikTok, those like black guys and other foreigner guys, even the white guys, especially the black guys, they are ego driven more than 100%, and they don't care about anything that just being famous, and they think that they are like a god, you know. Like, what the fuck, you know? You are nothing, you know. If you think you are a god, if you think you are above everything, it's just what you think about yourself, but that doesn't mean that other people think the same about you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you try to be famous, or you think that you are already famous, but for other people you are not famous, you know. Yeah, maybe for some people you are famous because they watch your TikToks, they comment your TikToks. Also, I saw another girl today sitting, and I was eating french fries and the burger, and I just hated that girl because she's weird. So she was just looking at me like I didn't expect her to look, though I kind of assumed, and I felt. And later she looked at me, and I looked at her, and then just looked away, and then I looked at her again, and I was like I looked at her and then just looked away, and then looked at her again. She was looking at me like in a weird way. She was looking at me as if she hates me, as if she just, I don't know, like weird, you know, like it's like a Kazakh way of looking, like especially Kazakh girls do like that. I don't like it, especially in August, like, or after New Year's in college, university, and school. And I don't like it, you know. Like, I'd be like, what the fuck, you know, like, what's the reason for doing that? You did it, so what, you know? You want to make a conflict with me or what? So she was looking at me like in a weird way. Like, she could have looked at me a little bit like softly, maybe differently, but she was just looking at me, and then I looked at her, and I already knew that she's looking at me just because I seem like a vulnerable or a soft person, and people usually consider a soft looking person or a shy person as a vulnerable or somebody to easily like put down, you know. So I was like, look at her, and then I just ignored, and then I just looked at her again, and I was like, maybe she expected me to get scared of her look, you know, or get shy. But I didn't get shy. I looked at her confidently, And then I looked at her again, and I was like, why she's looking at me like that, you know, like what she needs. I just don't understand. So I was like, and she was like when I just did like this, she was still looking at me. She didn't even say no, nothing, or just like nodding like this. No, she was like, you know, and I was like, I guess, yeah. And then I kept eating, and then she like stood up and then like walked a little bit like not confidently, you know, like insecure person, and then she just disappeared. And I just kept sitting there and eating my french fries, and then some guys were sitting next to me eating burger too, and then they noticed all these things, and I was also like looking behind that girl, like because she just stood up and then went there, and I was like, or I was just eating, and then like again I look at it like this to see where she's going and how she's feeling, you know, after me being like that with her. And then after that I just kept eating. After looking, I returned back to my position. I was just eating, and then later I don't even know where she is. Like, she is not here. So yeah, she disappeared. After that I just went away. Like I got into bus, and then I just came home. Nobody is here today. Why? Because my parents are in Outro City and my brother is in Almaty City. That's it. My little brother, yeah. So I'm gonna watch some videos right now and then just sleep. I'm gonna wake up earlier today.